Fast food executive Andy Puzder became the first failed cabinet nominee of President Donald Trump's administration, withdrawing his name from consideration for labor secretary on Wednesday. CEO of CKE Restaurants, Puzder was dogged by concerns about his treatment of workers, news that he for years employed an undocumented housekeeper, and decades-old allegations of domestic abuse, which have since been recanted by his ex-wife. The revelations concerned a number of Republican senators whose support he needed for confirmation, including Susan Collins of Maine, Johnny Isakson of Georgia, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, and Tim Scott of South Carolina. Puzder's Senate hearing had been held up for weeks amid questions about his financial and ethics disclosures, while protests opposing his nomination erupted across the country. Puzder has been under fire for his vocal opposition to higher minimum wage and overtime pay rules and his treatment of workers at CKE, owner of Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Andrew Puzder has proven himself to be an enemy, not a champion, of workers' rights.
What do we want? 15! When do we want it?
Now!
Labor groups and workers say that Puzder's business model, which transferred ownership of fast food chains from CKE's head office to franchisees, made it harder for workers to unionize and push for higher wages, better training, and more benefits. Investors favor that business model because it ensures steady revenue and allows the parent company to expand easily. But adding to the controversy was the revelation that Puzder had employed an undocumented housekeeper for years, violating labor laws and failing to pay household employment taxes. Puzder's spokesman said he wasn't aware of the housekeeper's immigration status and that he terminated her employment upon learning about it a few years ago. But it wasn't until after Puzder was nominated for labor secretary that he paid back taxes on the housekeeper's employment. Puzder was also accused of domestic abuse decades ago by his ex-wife, who now says she regrets the allegations. In a letter to senators, she said that Puzder, quote, is not and was not abusive or violent. But there's a twist. His ex-wife appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show in disguise to discuss the issue of adult abuse after her divorce from Puzder. And the Oprah Winfrey Network gave senators on the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee a copy of the episode to screen ahead of his hearing. Puzder was supposed to answer questions about the various controversies on Thursday, but the hearing was canceled after he withdrew. In a statement, Puzder said, "While I won't be serving in the administration, I fully support the president and his highly qualified team." Puzder remains the CEO of CKE Restaurants.